How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. You get to stay here long in Paris?
Just today and tomorrow, then I'm off to London.
You went to the Eiffel Tower and things like that, or have you been here before?
I've been here before. I've been to the Eiffel Tower. I'd like to get some shopping in, but I don't think I'll have time.
Everybody knows that you started out very young,
Yes.
as a very young girl. And, well, we can say you've been very, very successful up to now. What I want to know is how do you cope? I mean, you got your first record deal when you were like 12.
Mm-hmm.
You're 21 right now?
Yeah.
How do you cope? I mean, you're such a young woman. How do you do that?
Well, it's been my whole life, really. My family's been involved in entertainment since I was a baby. So I've been around it, and it took getting used to at first when the first album came out and all the attention was on me.
Especially going through puberty, right?
And being in high school and all of that. So it took a little bit of getting used to, but like I said, it's been my whole life, which made it easier. So, and it's my dream, and to have it come true, you know, it's just a wonderful thing. So it's not that hard to do when you love it.
You feel good doing this.
Definitely. This is what I love. It's my passion. So I'm happy.
So your first album came out in 1994, right?
Yeah, 94.
Second one in 96.
Yes.
Produced by R. Kelly and Timberland. What was the biggest difference between working with R. Kelly and then Timberland?
Well, on the first album, I was a novice. You know, I'd been in studios before, but this was my album, so I really sat back and watched and learned a lot. And I've always had creative control over my career, but I was. I didn't do as much on the first album. I kind of went with the flow, and on the second album, I got a lot more involved. And meeting Tim, we just clicked right from the beginning, and it felt like we knew each other for years. So I think that really made a difference in One in a Million, and I just felt like that album was really my baby because that's when I really got hands-on. Yeah. So that was, to me, the major difference. It's Aaliyah on the first album, but it's really me.
Timberland.
Definitely.
He's produced your last single, now the new single. Why did you choose at that point to still work with Timberland and not try to use another producer on your new single or album?
Well, we're like a family. We're all very close, and we have a relationship outside of work. We are very close friends, and he knows me like the back of his hand, and I know him like the back of my hand. So when we work together, it's special. So we'll probably always work together. That's how we all feel about it because we're this family. So, and I will work with outside producers. I will probably have some on the album, but Tim will probably have majority of the album. So it's a relationship that'll probably last throughout the years.
Well, you haven't released as much singles in Europe as you have in America, but still every single you release in Europe, in Holland, tops the charts like immediately.
That's great.
What does it feel like? I mean,
that's the best. I mean, to travel overseas and have people just know you and know the music, and that in itself is amazing. And then for it to be a big hit, it's beyond words. It really means a lot. I've put a lot of work into everything that I do, and I want to be able to touch everyone, and it's a wonderful feeling to have people feel me like that.
You've obviously matured a lot. You're a young woman now. Is the way you write your music now totally different from when it was in the beginning? Maybe your inspiration, where you get it from?
Well, I have yet to really write any of my music. My brother and I did one song that I may put on this next album, but together, right? But it's something that I'm experimenting with, dibbling and dabbling, and seeing if it's for me. But when it comes to singing and how I put feeling into a song, my life experiences help me do that. And I think the way I approach a song now is different than when I was younger. I mean, I've experienced a lot more. I'm 21 now than when I was 15. So I think the way I approach a song is different, and it comes off differently now. I think you feel the growth and the maturity.
You've worked with people like Nas, Genuine, Missy Elliott in the past. Is there anyone else you'd like to work with right now?
Definitely. I'd love to work with D'Angelo.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love his style. His style. And I think our styles would mesh, and it could be a nice collaboration. He's just a great artist. Love to work with Janet. I've idolized her since I was a little girl, so that would be great if I could collaborate with her. And that's just two, to
Is
name
there
a
a
few.
chance that would happen maybe in the near future?
I hope so. I mean, we've met a few times, and she's cool people, so maybe it'll happen. Who knows?
What about production-wise?
I've met with Wyclef a few times. We may work together.
Wyclef is hot.
He's a dope producer. Irv Gotti, he did the song on the soundtrack that I have with DMX, and I love his style. So he will probably have a song on the album.
So now let's try again. We can, well, to my opinion, you can interpret the song in different ways. Can you tell us what the song is about?
Well, for me, it's perfect for describing me because I don't know, I think I'm kind of a complex person, and when it comes to boys, you know, I'm not that easy.
No?
I'm not, no.
In what way?
It takes a minute to get to know me, you know, you can't access me that easily, so.
You're hard to get.
Yeah, and it's like, but don't give up though, and that's what I like about the song. It's saying, you know, if I don't give in the first day, the next date may be good. So just, you know, if it doesn't work, dust yourself off and try again. Don't give up, and that's what I like about it. It really sweet. This is my day in Paris. It's a rainy day, unfortunately. It's really sad. I want to go to the fun place. I want to get on the Ferris wheel. We're on our way to Skyrock Radio. My mother noticed I could sing at 4. She was like, carry a tune. And I started doing plays and performing around my home area. Got into it professionally at 9, had agents in New York, and did auditions for TV pilots and things like that. Did Star Search. And at 12 is when I got my deal. My uncle got a joint venture with Jive for his label, and I auditioned for Jive, and he signed me, and that's how I came out at 14, 15. Paris is great. I love Paris. It's very romantic. And I always have fun when I come here. Unfortunately, I won't get a chance to enjoy it this trip. But I think I'm gonna come back just for a vacation. It's just beautiful. Music was first for me, but I knew that I wanted to get into acting at some point in my career, so it was just the right time, it was the right role and everything. So. My favorite singer is Sade, and she influences me a great deal. I think our styles are similar in a lot of ways. She's a very smooth, simple style. I think my style is like that. So I think she's had a great influence over me. Jeeta's the security. We'll get a shot of him when we get out the car. While I'm here in Paris, he's really cool. You know, he's just there to make sure everything goes right, and I'm safe and secure. So I haven't been around him much today because I've been locked in a room working, but he's really nice. I think the approach that we took was the right one to take. I mean, to me, you do see a nice relationship. I feel that there's a beautiful relationship that you see progress throughout the film, but I mean, we're in the midst of a lot of fighting and drama, so we don't get the chance to really be that romantic. So, and that's just what the story was since the beginning. So I think that it's sweet and it leaves a lot to the imagination at the end. So you feel similarities with Romeo and Juliet, but it's its own thing, and that's what I like about it. I enjoyed filming it. I really had a lot of fun. The cast was just great, and they made me feel so comfortable. We'd been around each other for almost 4 months, so I mean, I was living in Canada for 4 months. Actually going home felt a little weird. So there wasn't at any point when I was like, okay, I'm done, I'm tired, I want to get away. It was really great. We talked about it from the beginning. We knew we wanted to do this major soundtrack and make it a really big project. So it started out I was going to do 2, and then just kind of built its way up to 4. So I guess in the end, it does kind of seem like an Aaliyah and Friends sort of thing. All right, everybody, really quick, I'm going to show you a move that I do. It's a signature move of mine. I do it in a lot of my videos. I call it the belly roll. So you want to start by moving your hips side to side, and then moving it around and around and around, and that's it. So if you're over 80, don't try that. It may be bad for your health. I did my screen test with Jet. That was the first time that we met, and we talked a bit, and got to know each other, and the chemistry was just kind of there right from the beginning. So when I went to Vancouver and we went for pre-production and rehearsals, we got to know each other even better, and I think that helped when it came time, you know, to actually start shooting. But this was the first time doing this movie that we hooked up.
Merci.
We're here, Skyrock Radio. Time to go do some more interviews, work some more. We're missing the rest of the crew. I don't know where they are. We beat them here. Here they come.
I wanted the first character that I played to be somewhat similar to me so people would be able to accept me in this role. And I wanted to play a character that I could bring to life and it be believable. And I felt that she was the right one. And I liked the story. Excuse me. I thought it was very different. And I saw Jet in Lethal Weapon 4 and I just fell in love with him. So I was looking forward to working with him. Well, I took martial arts when I was younger. My brother and I did when I was about 7 or 8. That was a very long time ago. And doing the fight scene with Jet kind of brought a bit of that back, and it was really a lot of fun. So I guess you could say after the movies when I really thought about getting into it again.
Aaliyah, this is Laurent.
Hello, nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome in France.
Thanks.
Tu l'accompagnes
Ok. Let's go. This is Federico.
Hello. Welcome on Skyrock.
Thank you.
No problem.
Diffou, il est là.
Salut.
1 in a Million is my baby. It still is. It's just something about that song. When I first heard it, it just touched me in a place. And I can't explain really what it is, but just lyrically and everything, it just touched me. And when I hear it today, I still close my eyes and get into it. So that's my baby. I always wanted to put Jet in a video. When I first saw him in Lethal Weapon, I wanted to put him in a video. I thought it would be dope. Didn't think that I'd do a movie with him and get the chance to put him in a video. So Wayne Isham directed it, and I wanted to do the whole Enter the Dragon scene where we have a lot of mirrors, and that's where Jet is fighting, and it's just so dope. And we also got to do stunts like we did in the movie using the wire, so it was great.
Aaliyah, you was 15 when you begin to sing.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's when the first album came out.
Premier album, je pense qu'elle a commencé à chanter un petit peu avant. Et tu as commencé avec R. Kelly. You begin with R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm. He produced the first album.
He produced the first album.
Yes.
And now you fly with your own head. Tu voles de tes propres ailes. You love my English, huh?
It's so cute.
Yes. She loves my English. That's the French style.
I didn't really think I was the queen of soundtracks. I didn't even realize that I've done a lot until just recently when someone named them off to me. I've done Journey to the Past. That was a really great soundtrack for me because I got a chance to see the movie before I did it, and I like animated features. So I was excited about that one, and also because that song went to the Oscars, that definitely meant a lot. Dr. Dolittle was very important because it was a highlight in my career. It was one of the biggest songs of '98 for me, and it was just a great video, great song. Gosh, what else? What other soundtracks? Friday soundtrack. That was cool because it got to keep me out there while I'm still doing the album. And of course, Romeo is very special because it's for my movie. So that's a great soundtrack. I contributed a lot to that one, 4 songs. So it's just something that kind of happens, things to keep me visible, and I didn't even realize how many I'd done.
I'm just glad to be here. I love Paris. I wish I could shop. Yes. They're working me to death, so there's no time to like have some fun. But I'm just glad to be here. It's a beautiful place.
Arnaud, petite traduction.
En fait, elle aime beaucoup Paris. Elle aimerait avoir plus de temps pour faire du shopping et tout ça. Mais
les Américaines tout le temps des shopping.
Bah voilà, mais on lui a booké un planning assez chaud, donc elle aime bien. Enfin, elle est là pour travailler aussi, donc. Mais
comment ça se passe pendant? Tu restes 3 jours à Paris, 3 days in Paris?
2.
2 days in Paris.
2.
Oh.
Trish O'Day she's a sweet girl, but she's very edgy, very independent, and she's tough, take control kind of girl. And she doesn't take anything up of anybody. That's what I really like about her. She's quick to lose control and say whatever she wants, which is not like me. But I liked playing that. It was fun to kind of be crazy like that.
Your specialty is R&B?
Hip-hop R&B.
Hip-hop R&B, okay. What do you listen quand tu es toute seule, when you're alone?
What do I listen to? Who do I listen to?
Ouais.
I love D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, okay.
He's hot.
Hot,
He's
okay.
hot. I love DMX.
Good at sex. I introduce for Skyrock listeners. Hot.
He's hot. I like DMX. What am I listening to now? I always draw blanks when people ask me.
DMX, donc D'Angelo. Tu connais le rap français, le R&B français, rap and French R&B?
do I listen to?
You listen
There's
to?
one group that there's one song I was here when I performed on my first album, and I loved this group. I don't know the name. And how did the song go? Respect yourself, respect the
Alliance ethnique.
I
Alliance
love
ethnique.
that song.
That's an old song.
It's so old, but I love it. And they played it, I think when I got here. Or what did they play? They played it when I was in Berlin. And I was like, oh, that's that song. I want to own that.
Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, he's an absolute genius to me. This last album is mind-blowing. And the way he does his tracks, it reminds me of the way that Tim does tracks. So I just think it'd be a great collaboration. Working with DMX was fun for me. He is great. He's a fun guy, really funny, which is something I really like. And I've been wanting to work with him since his first album. I've been a fan since his first album. So to finally get in the studio with him and to work with him on the film, he was great to work with. I enjoyed him a great deal.
Try again. Try again.
You're making me blush.
On écoute Try Again, Aaliyah sur Skyrock, et puis elle est avec nous, 01 53 40 30 20, Radio Libre, ça continue, les familles arrivent. C'est parti, on y va? Allez, Aaliyah sur Skyrock.
Hopefully my next album will be out in January of 2001. We want to release a single end of the year. Hopefully there'll be some film projects in the works. I've been reading a lot of scripts, going out, a lot of different readings, so hopefully soon. If I had a chance to play a rock and roll vampire that bit people, that's really funny, I would do it. I've always had a bit of an obsession with vampires since I was little, so I'd definitely go for it. And how I'd get into the role, I don't know, I guess I'd just watch a few vampire movies and kind of get into the whole feel of it and just go for it. It'd be a lot of fun to be wild.
Thank you Aaliyah, big kiss. Et puis à très bientôt. Gros bisous de la part de toute la France. Dans un instant, on va changer de style, on va aller chez les familles, hein. C'est pas pareil. On va retrouver des femmes avec des blues. Ah, c'est moins sexy qu'Aaliyah. Mais on se retrouve tous dans un instant, puis Radio Libre, ça continue, 01 53 40 30 20.
Encore 20 000 francs à gagner dans la Skyroulette.
Thank you. That's so difficult?
No, it's so
Good.
fun. You're
Good
great.
enough for me.
Thank you. In your video,
Yes.
are you into martial arts?
I am. But my brother and I, we took martial arts when we were younger. I hope those pictures don't show up. But
They probably will.
probably. If my mother has anything to do with it, they probably will. But we took martial arts when we were younger, and he was always into martial arts films. I used to watch them a bit with him when I was younger, but he knew about Jet before I did. I saw Jet in Lethal Weapon 4 for the first time and absolutely fell in love with him. So.
Was it your idea then to contact him to do the video?
Yeah, I wanted him. Actually, when I saw him in Lethal Weapon 4, my mother and I were like, oh, God, who is he? He's amazing. And I was like, wow, he'd be great in a video. We should maybe try to get him in a video for the album. And had no idea that I could be in a movie with him and co-starring with him and get him in the video as well. So it was great that he took the time out to do it, and we got a chance to do some stunts like we do in the movie. So it was cool.
Let's talk about the movie because Romeo Must Die is not in the movies in Holland yet. It will be, hopefully,
Yes.
by the end of the winter. What's it about?
Well, it's a take on Romeo and Juliet in a way, but it's its own story. It's about two crime families who are actually warring, and they're struggling for power and success, and our characters kind of get caught up in the whole crime lifestyle. We don't approve of it. We try to separate ourselves from it, but we still get caught up in it. And inevitably, in the end, the families break down and realize how important family is. And it's similar to Romeo and Juliet in that the families don't get along.
Yeah.
And I play Trish O'Day, who's the daughter of the head of Black family.
Which is a leading part.
Yes, it is. Which I was blessed to get for my first movie. And Jet plays son of the head of the Asian family. And our relationship was like that of Romeo and Juliet in a way. It's sweet. It's a cool story. It's got a lot of action, great fight sequences, love, drama, comedy. It's a fun film. It's a wild ride. Hopefully people will enjoy it.
I read somewhere that you're fond of movies, just crazy about watching movies. What was it like then to be able to read a script, to say, okay, I want to do this movie and then get the leading part?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it's something I've wanted for a long time, and I knew at some point I would do it. But to get this script and to be working with such a great cast, and I mean, it's an amazing feeling for it to finally come to fruition. And to get such a big part, I was actually looking to do smaller roles and build up to something like this, but this just came along and it was right for me, and I'm very thankful.
So acting was something you wanted to do from...
Yeah, it's something I did when I was younger. I did a little bit in high school, so I wanted to do it. Music was just first. So I took the time out to get back into it and to prepare myself the right way. And that was it.
Isn't it difficult to be doing your own thing and also doing soundtracks, which are other albums than your own?
Well, the soundtracks, the reason I chose to do Dr. Dolittle and to do Anastasia and all of that was to keep myself visible while I took a break from doing my own thing, from doing my album. I think it's important to give the audience a break so they have a chance to miss you and that you have a chance to get back into the whole creative process and really just take the time out to give the album my all and to give my fans my all. So that's why I chose to do the soundtracks. And now it's about doing my album, so I will not be doing any more soundtracks.
About the album. When can we expect the new album? Because it's been 4 years, right?
Yeah,
Since
it's
your
been
last
a long
one.
time. It would have come out quicker, but then the movie came up in the soundtrack and everything. So hopefully the end of the year, we want to release a single like November, December, and then the album January 2001. So it's coming soon.
And what can we expect? I mean, is it going to be totally different from One in a Million, or is it still going to have that Aaliyah sound?
It'll be the next step up for One in a Million. I think the soundtrack for Romeo is a good gauge for what the album will be like. But I've got a lot of ideas, and I've had a chance to listen to what I've done because we started it before the movie, and I want to change a lot of things. But it'll definitely be a hot album. Like, I don't want to give too much away. I want people to be, excited about it. But it'll be hot.
1 years old. You've been singing for the biggest part of your life. You've been acting now. Is there anything else in life you'd like to achieve that you haven't done up till now?
Right now, I'm just happy to be doing what I'm doing what I love, and there's so many things I want to still accomplish as a singer and as an actress. I'm not really thinking about anything else. I don't know what'll happen. We'll see what happens 10 years from now, but
you're still very ambitious, though.
Oh, extremely, extremely. And as long as I'm in entertainment, I'll be happy. As long as I'm in this industry in some form of fashion, I'll be.
Because I read somewhere that you've been doing fashion shows a while ago, which was a few years ago, I think.
Well, I modeled for Tommy Hilfiger a few years ago.
Is that something you're gonna do?
I'd love to do
soon?
more modeling, actually. I'm with an agency, so if anything came up, I'd love to do it. It just hasn't. Nothing's come up since Tommy, so. But if it did, I'd definitely go for it.
One thing I have to ask you, because I know that there are a lot of fans watching you right now. When are you gonna come back to Holland to perform?
Oh, hopefully soon. I didn't get to come back on One in a Million, and I wish I could have. But last time I performed, it was amazing. The audience
You were
was
in Amsterdam, right?
Yes, it was so dope, and it was a lot of fun. So on the third album, hopefully in the summer, I'll be back too.
You promise?
I promise.
Because we
I'll be
got
back
it
at
right here
some
on
point.
tape.
Yes, I will be back. I promise.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
your time, your interview. I
Thank
wish
you
you all the
very
best of luck
I appreciate
with your new album.
it. Thank you.
Thanks. Aaliyah.